talk about how to get more out of professional development using Evernote. A personal experience for me was going to my very first NCTE, National Council of Teachers in English annual conference. It's a huge conference. There are a ton of great presentations, and I can't go to all of them. So if I'm there with my department, some other friends, we can decide, we can really divide and conquer, and then share notes later on. So I would say, oh, there are 3 great presentations going on at the same time. I'm going to go to presentation A, you go to presentation B, you go to presentation C, and then we'll come together and share those notes.
Collaboration, I like it.
So I would go, and of course, me being who I am, I would go to presentation A and take notes in my notebook.
I would normally take notes on a legal pad, but I decided it's a lot more cool if it looks like I'm taking notes on a device.
And I like it because I can actually read my notes when I get through, because when I take notes, half of the time they're illegible if I write.
So let's model what this might look like.
So this is what happens to me and every teacher at every professional development conference ever. I pull up the schedule to plan ahead for the presentations I most want to attend. Presentation A sounds amazing. I can't miss it. That's what I'm going to go to. But, oh, wait. Presentation B also sounds life-changing, and I don't want to miss that. Whoa, presentation C sounds equally impressive, but I can't be in all 3 presentations at once. Luckily, I brought some friends and they all use Evernote. So, we decide who will attend each presentation and take awesome notes on Evernote. When we meet up at lunch, we'll turn in our notes to a shared notebook for everyone to discuss and learn from each other.
And the best part about Google Apps,
I will take notes while attending presentation A using my preferred method of writing in an old-fashioned notebook and later uploading the pages to Evernote with my smartphone, an Android Moto X.
I'm just going to talk a little bit more about it. What about time? Is time ever a cost?
Oh, it certainly is.
Carol will use her iPad to type notes and take photos of the presenter. He doesn't mind a bit. Now hit the check.
Now, Great Schools is it's nationwide. It is a website which talks about...
Jean will type her notes on a laptop so they are legible, and she types faster than she can write anyway. Now we're ready to share the learning at our lunchtime PLC. Okay team, so we went through 3 different sessions and we're going to share our notes so then we can all benefit from the learning and have them in a separate notebook, and then we'll talk about how we can have a great PLC chat within that notebook.
Perfect.
Okay, so you have notes and you want to share these notes in a really efficient manner with your PLC. And also you want to house a discussion somewhere and even get those notes to people that couldn't attend your face-to-face PLC meeting. Well, you can do all that through Evernote, and I'm going to show you, and we're going to start by learning how to share a notebook. When a notebook is shared, you can give people permission to add their notes to that notebook or even modify existing notes within that notebook. We're going to start with the web browser version because essentially it looks the same no matter which web browser you're using. You're still accessing it through the internet, and it's really nice in case you're at a computer that's not yours, or you're at a computer where you can't install the actual program of Evernote but you still want to access your notes. So you're going to go to evernote.com, go to the menu and click sign in, and sign in using your email address that you used to sign up for Evernote. So the first thing it's going to open up is it's ready to start taking notes for you, and you can see that even in the web version you can upload attachments and you have some different options for the format of the text. But we're going to go over here to Notes and Notebooks and click on Notebooks, and right at the top here is our notebook that we want to share with Jean and Carol so they can put their notes in it. Here is the sharing icon, and the sharing feature that's built into Evernote is called Work Chat. It's called Work Chat because essentially when you click on it, you see a little chat window that pops up. And I'm going to share this entire notebook, and now the notebook's always going to have a chat log associated with it. So let me type in Jean's email address. She's got a Evernote account, so there she pops right up. And let me type in Carol's, and there she is. And now I'm ready to share, and you have options. I can give them permission to just view my notes if I just want them to read what I put together. I can give them permission to edit the notes, which means they can edit my notes and they can add to the notebook. Or I can give them full access, which means they can invite other people to this notebook. I'm gonna give them full access because I trust them, and send them a little message and click send. Now we'll look at the work chat feature and how that functions later. I just want to share the notebook out first. Now I'm gonna click on the notebook, and here it is opened up. Here's all the notes within the notebook, and you see the top changes to note that we are in an actual notebook. Shows how many people I've shared it with, Jean and Carol, just 2. But what if you need to get these notes to some of your Luddite friends that don't want to adopt any of this technology stuff, but you still want them to read some of the good information, and maybe they can give you feedback some other way through like carrier pigeon or a written letter? Well, you can go to this little icon over here, see this eye in a circle? And it opens up even more sharing options. You can go to the share settings and click on modify sharing. When you click this button, you get a direct link. What essentially Evernote does is it takes any note or any notebook and it can turn it into a mini website of sorts. And so anybody with the website address then can access it. So you can copy this, and when you share that link with a friend, they'll open it in their web browser and they can look at it like a website. This is what they'll see when it first opens up. They can join the notebook, which will lead them through starting an Evernote account, or they can just choose to view it and read the notes. So you have all your notes to the side here, and then you have the actual note in the right window. You don't have any options to edit or add to or annotate on the notes, which is fine, but they can still read and benefit from the group's work. Now that you have an understanding of the sharing structure, explore it on your smartphone, tablet, or whatever device you prefer to use Evernote. Remember, it's on everything. Sharing is limited to the work chat option on smartphones and tablets, but you can produce those public links for sharing with Luddites through the Evernote program, similar to the web-based version. Okay, now that we have that notebook shared and everybody has access to it, we're gonna fill it up with all our individual notes. So, pull up your notes. Okay, so you're on Evernote for iPad, and so you see you have the options here. These are the different types of notes you can start, whether it's just a text note, a note using taking a picture, using a photo from your album, or set up reminders or to-do lists. And then here's all the different conversations you have going on. You see there I am a couple times from notes that we've had conversations about. This will open up the view to look at all your notes all at once, and this will open up the view for your notebook so you see things a little bit more organized. So let's go to open up all your notes at once. There we go.
And then this.
Yep, and your most recent note that you edited is there at the top. We just want to focus on all this that you took notes on during Sam's presentation. So let's close this out by maximizing the screen using that little button there.
Oh, that one.
There we go. And you can click in here to edit the title. There we go. And type in whatever title you want to give the note. Okay, perfect. Now just click done.
Done.
Okay, so these are the notes that you want to share with us. Excellent. You got that open and you're ready. And you got your note open?
I have my note open.
Let's take a look
Mine
at what
looks
it
a
looks
lot
like.
different than hers.
It does, because it's on that PC, but you have it nice and organized already. So those are notes you took. Okay. Going to start a notebook called Generic PD Conference. And I'm going to send you an invite to it.
Do I close out these? Oh, I got it.
You got it already.
Oh, I got it.
It worked.
It worked.
Okay.
So now I open up the new message. It's at the top of my iPad.
Open it up. Okay, there's everything. So you have a new note.
Just now.
There we go, Generic PD
PD.
Conference. Perfect, now we just need to add notes.
Okay.
Let's go back to the note you want to share, Sam's PD. Now you see right under the title you have the notebook that it's in. Now click on that. There
And
we
I
go.
can move it to this one.
There we are, you did it all yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you can close it, you can maximize it.
Oh,
We're gonna go over here.
so excited.
Did you get your invite?
I got my invite, and so I'm going to put this one in the generic PD conference.
Oh my gosh.
Add note. Remove note. There we go. Okay, there we
Even
go.
if I came to the PLC with just my iPhone, I could do this
You
too.
could absolutely engage and talk. If we weren't all in the same room, I know we could just talk to each other, but if we weren't all in the same room, we're going to model what that looks like in the work chat. So I'm going to open up the notebook.
So I could have done this on a snow day?
You can absolutely do this on a snow day, so you don't have to stop engaging with your teacher friends, even though you're stuck at home in the snow and have to be in your PJs. Call it PLC in your PJs, right?